Hey guys, welcome back. It is day 5 and we have 5 items that we are getting rid of today. Probably going to be in the kitchen for the next few days. So, still working on the drawer. Found a random lid. Can't find the cup it goes to, so we're just going to go ahead and toss it. Then we have these 2 wooden utensils, and then we have these 2 utensils. We have a lot of utensils. I've noticed these just aren't ones that I typically go for very often, so we're just gonna go ahead and get rid of those. All right, and for today's question, we are going to talk about the hardest things for me to declutter and how I overcame that obstacle. So I will say some of the hardest things for me to declutter was pictures, clothes, DVDs, collectibles, and memories. When it comes to memories, like I said, in general, I'm not a very sentimental person. And the more that I sat down and thought about some of the things that I was keeping in my memory box, they weren't things worth keeping to me, in my opinion. And based on some of the things that I talked about in yesterday's video. When it came to DVDs were probably the absolute hardest thing that I had to get rid of. And ironically, I don't watch DVDs very often, but I had that mindset of like, well, what if I don't have internet? What if I don't have something that I can watch? And so I had DVDs. I was very proud of my DVD collection. I had 4 or 5 really nice DVD stands. They were basically full. Downsizing my DVDs was hard, and it happened kind of slowly. So the first thing I did was I want to say I had 5 racks, and I got it down to 3 racks. That was my first goal. Okay, we got to get down to 3 racks. Then we got down to 2 racks. Then we basically got down to 1 rack, and then we got down to a box. Let me go grab that real quick. Okay, and now we're down to this. So this was because, like I said yesterday, my ultimate goal is to live van life, to live in an RV. However, I know there's gonna be rainy days. There's gonna be days when I'm out and I don't have signal or whatever. I'm just gonna wanna watch a movie. And so I was able to do it like this, get it down like this. It takes up almost no space at all. I got these little cases at on Amazon, and so I'll link them down in the description box below. So it does make it harder if you want to get rid of them and resell them. We do have some DVDs that are still in cases that were the kids, but we got it down to this, and there's actually quite a bit in this bin. And so starting off with 5 racks, I literally took all the DVDs off of the racks. I think I did 1 rack at a time, and got it down and spread them out. Definitely, you got to keep your favorites. Pulled my favorites out, put them on the shelf, and we kind of went from there. Movies that I didn't like, I got rid of. Movies that I had for years and years and years, and I figured I'll probably never watch based on what they were, because back from when I bought them to who I am now, completely different people, and they're not going to interest me. So I got rid of stuff. Again, it did take a while. It was super hard for me to get rid of and downsize, but I did finally get down to this. I was very proud. Very, very, very proud moment of that. Pictures were kind of hard for me to declutter. I sat down, and when I started, probably had a tote full of pictures. I sat down, I tried to organize them into categories based on what the event was. I got rid of duplicates because for whatever reason, back in the day when we used to develop them, it was cheaper to get more pictures than it was to just get a single print. And so you ended up with doubles. triples, quadruples of pictures because you couldn't see what it is. So you basically took the same picture 3 or 4 times, and then you got doubles or triples of all of that. And yeah, so I got rid of all the duplicates, which massively downsized. I actually got rid of pictures of people that I no longer talk to. Do they have an impact on my life? Yes. Good, bad, indifference, they do. I just personally didn't need the reminders. And that's something we're going to talk about too, is emotional attachments to things and how that can affect our mental health. And so I looked at it, and one takeaway I got from a book was, odds are you know who those people are. But if your kids don't know who those people are, your grandkids aren't going to know who those people are, those pictures are kind of just going to end up in the trash anyway. So I reached out to people that I hadn't talked to in years, and I was like, hey, I'm going through my photos. I found some pictures of you and your husband, you and your kids, this, that, and the other. I was just wondering if you wanted these before I got rid of them. I can mail them to you. You'd be amazed at how many people said yes and were so thankful for me sending them the pictures, because for whatever reason, they had moved and lost their pictures, or just various things that had happened. And so instead of just tossing them, I did reach out to them. I ended up mailing a bunch of pictures out to people, which actually felt really good. It felt really good to know that I was like, hey, here's some pictures that you can have. Not saying they don't mean anything to me, but I know they're gonna mean a lot more to you. So that's kind of how I decluttered pictures. Went through, got rid of blurry pictures. It was amazing how many blurry pictures were in the tote. Pictures of random things that made no sense. Yeah, so that was pictures. What else did I say? Pictures, memories, DVDs, clothes. Again, you keep clothes on the chance that you're going to wear them. You keep clothes on the chance that you're going to lose weight and fit back into the item, fit back into that piece of clothing or whatever. Again, if you don't feel confident in it, you don't like the way it fits, go ahead and get rid of it. Here's the thing. We hold on to things, especially clothes that we don't fit into, and we're like, one day I'm going to get back into that outfit. You know what? One day you get back into that outfit, you deserve to go buy yourself some new clothes. You get to reward yourself with new clothes. There's no point in holding on to those clothes. You busted your butt, you worked out, you changed your habit, you made crazy progress. You deserve a new wardrobe. Go buy yourself a new wardrobe. There's no point in holding on to those clothes. And here's the thing, those clothes may not fit you the way that they fit you before when you lost that weight. So I say, get rid of those clothes. You stick with your goal, you lose the weight, you deserve a few new outfits. Collectibles, things that I collect. So at one point in time, I used to collect Precious Moments, and I adored my Precious Moments stuff. Love them, love them, love them, love them, love them. Still do. However, I didn't have them sitting out all the time. They were kind of packed up. I used to decorate for Christmas with Precious Moments. We had white and silver and Precious Moments, and that's how we decorated for Christmas. But then I don't really ever decorate for Christmas very often, so I was kind of like, what's the point? And I think when I got rid of my Precious Moments stuff, I think I had 2 totes full of Precious Moments stuff. So yes, so that was kind of hard. I did go back and forth with whether I should get rid of them, whether I shouldn't, because in reality, I was just storing them. I didn't have them out for me to admire. Maybe, 1 or 2 pieces I did. I didn't have them out. I was just storing them. It was whatever. So I ended up selling them, and I can be 100% honest with you. I have not regretted it one bit. Have not regretted it. So yeah. So I think that's it. those are probably my hardest areas that I had. Oh, and let me add the kitchen. Let's go ahead and discuss the kitchen. The kitchen is a hard area. I love to cook. Don't cook as much as I should, but I love to cook. And so I do have a tendency to hold on things in the kitchen, and because I might use it one day. But let's be honest, even with all the cooking that I do, I'm not really gonna use it that much. I'm not really a big baker. I do love to cook though. So yeah, I'm starting to go through the kitchen, and I definitely plan on getting rid of a lot of stuff in the kitchen. So, all right guys, that is it for today's video. I will see you tomorrow for day 6. All right guys.